Okay, so welcome to another video. It's going to be the last video in my top 10 trilogy of best games. This is going to be my top 10 games for the PlayStation 3. So again guys, same rules, one game per franchise, no sports games and no compilations. So yeah guys, I think we'll just dive straight in, shall we? We'll start off guys with my favourite game on the PS3. Again, these were in no particular order, but this is my favourite game for the PlayStation 3. This game, when I got it, oh my god, I was just blown away. This game is an absolute masterpiece. It's a game that's loved worldwide, everybody loves it, and everybody that hasn't played it should play it. It is the masterpiece known as Resident Evil 6. No, I'm only joking guys. Spoiler alert, there's no Resident Evils in my top 10 PS3 games. So guys, let's get on with it. Let's be serious now, shall we? This is the game I should have been saying all those things about. It is Uncharted 2 Among Thieves, my favourite game for the PS3. I'm just an absolutely huge fan of the whole Uncharted series, Uncharted 1, 2 and 3 in my opinion. Just absolutely fantastic games. But this one for me is my favourite. I would say by, quite a distance, I think that my second favourite would be Uncharted 3. But there's something about Uncharted 2 that I just absolutely love. I love this game to pieces guys. The characters, the dialogue, the story, voice acting, locations, everything about this game in my opinion guys is top notch. 10 out of 10. Yeah, that's personally I would give it as well. It is truly an absolutely fantastic game. And if you've got a PlayStation 3 and you're into action shooting games, I would highly recommend this. If you haven't played it already, but I'm sure most of you guys, if you've got a PS3, you've played, at least one Uncharted game, because these games are phenomenal, and Uncharted 2 is my personal favourite game on PS3. Right, next game, I was kind of wondering whether to put this in or not, because I've not actually completed it, or even played it on the PS3, but it is The Last of Us. Just ignore the PS4, okay? It's not a PS4 game. The reason why I'm including this is because, obviously it's on PS4, we've got a remaster in. But obviously it was originally on the PS3, so it is a PS3 game. But we just remastered it. Which is why if I ever do a PS4, top 10, somewhere down the line, I wouldn't include this because it's a PS3 game, just remastered. But oh my god guys, this game just blew me away. The whole characters, dialogue, voice acting. It's the same, just basically I'm just saying the same things as Uncharted, because it's Naughty Dog again. And again guys, just totally pulled out the bag. The first half an hour is a bit slow, it's a bit slow paced. It's mostly it's talking and walking around. But as the game goes on, it gets better and better. I just loved how the story progressed. I just wanted to see what happened next. And as a result, just kept playing it and playing it and playing it. And then in the end, I was sad when it was over, because I enjoyed it so much. I mean, that's basically at the back of the PS3. So, yeah. Just look at that. Here we go, it's a PS3 game, look. But yeah, guys, absolutely great game. Love Joel, love Ellie. Two just absolutely fantastic characters. They're kind of, not too fond of each other at first. But obviously as the story goes on, their friendship starts to, get stronger. And yeah, it's just an absolutely fantastic game, and it's definitely a must play if you either like Uncharted or you're into zombie games, I suppose you could say. Great game. Okay, so the next game, in my opinion guys, could be one of my favourite, in fact it's my favourite platform I would say on the PS2 or the PS3, in my opinion. As far as I'm aware, this game just absolutely fantastic, and I really hope we see another game like this down the line. It is Sonic Generations. As you know guys, I'm a huge Sonic fan, and I was really sad about how Sonic was going downhill. With the whole Shadow the Hedgehog, Sonic the Hedgehog 06, Sonic Unleashed, Shadow the Hedgehog, Sonic Heroes. In my opinion, they weren't really going in a good direction. But this game, oh hell, this game totally pulled out the bag. This game was phenomenal. Not only do you have the modern Sonic, you have the classic Sonic as well. And the thing about the modern Sonic is in this game, it just works so well. Comparing it to Sonic 06 for instance, it's just so much easier to control. And it's a hell of a lot of fun to play. But obviously I do still prefer, you know, classic Sonics. Classic Sonic levels were, in my opinion, my favourite in the game. But just the fact that they brought levels into this game from previous, you know, Sonic the Hedgehog games. Like obviously Sonic 1 you had the Green Hill Zone, Sonic 2 you had the Chemical Plant Zone. You know, just brought like, you know, levels back from older Sonic games. And, you know, it was just a real blast to play. I'm not going to lie, it gave me shivers playing this, you know, for nostalgia. It was just phenomenal, guys. It really was. And I really hope they make a Sonic Generations 2 because this game wasn't good. This game was tremendous. Absolutely love this game to death, guys. Definitely my favourite Sonic game apart from, you know, obviously Sonic 1, 2 and 3. But apart from those, easily my favourite Sonic game. Next game is, it's just one of those games that's not just a game, it's an experience. And it was a bloody good one as well. Completed it twice because I enjoyed it so much. It was Heavy Rain. So yeah guys, you know, a lot of people consider this like an interactive movie, which in a way it is a little bit. But, you know, there is more to it than that. You know, even though it does feel that at times, obviously you can move your character around and stuff. It's not just an interactive movie. It does feel like a game as well. And it's a great experience, guys, you know, it really is. So you play as Ethan. And his son ends up getting kidnapped by the origami killer. And basically you play as 4 different characters. Scott Shelby, Madison, and I can't actually remember his name. Yeah. I liked his character so much I can't remember his name. He's probably my least favourite character to play as, typically just to put on these sunglasses and like find these like clue things, you know. I liked the character, don't get me wrong. But I just thought, you know, doing the whole thing with sunglasses thing was a little bit annoying and, you know, a little bit slow paced. I'd rather play as, you know, Scott or Madison or, you know, Ethan. But yeah, you play as these different characters and you've got to try and find out who the origami killer is. And these characters can die, all these characters can die. And if they die, you know, the game doesn't end, you don't get a game over screen. Basically the story will go, but obviously that character will be dead. And they'll be found, you know, later on to be dead. And it basically affects, you know, the ending you get, because I think there's like 10 different endings. So next time I play through it, I might try and get somebody killed on purpose, like, you know, Madison or something. Even though it would pain me, because I really like Madison. I like all these characters. They're all really cool characters. But yeah, I'd like to maybe kill a few of them off just on purpose, just to see how the story, you know, progresses without them. But yeah, Heavy Rain, guys, great experience. Like I say, 10 different endings, so definitely a lot of replayability. So there's Heavy Rain. Pretty awesome, fantastic experience. Next we have, I've not actually played through this version, but obviously I've played through the normal version, and it is Saints Row the Third. Just have to put this on the list, guys. Saints Row the Third, it was just absolutely fantastic. It was Grand Theft Auto went crazy, basically. You could like whack people over the head with, you know, dildos and things, and it was just a really crazy game. It didn't take itself seriously, and that was why I loved the game so much. It was just so bloody enjoyable to play. I played through Saints Row 4 as well. Wasn't a huge fan of it. It was alright. And it got a remake for bloody PS4. This should have been on PS4. This is a lot better in my opinion. But yeah, obviously I rebought the full package later on so I could get all the extra content of extra costumes on disc. But yeah guys, it's just a great game. You know, if you like Grand Theft Auto but you think it's a bit serious and you want something a bit, you know, crazy and fun, definitely pick this up. Get this for like £3 or £4 now, and I would recommend it over the 4th game. So yeah, Saints Row the Third, tremendous. Some wacky fun. Next game I have is a game that I never played on the PS3, but I played it on the PS4, and I loved it. I actually liked it even more than the second one, which I didn't really expect. But I'm going to hold this up for the hell of it. Borderlands. But I am going with Borderlands the pre-sequel, surprisingly. You know, I thought it'd be, you know, Borderlands 2. But when I was playing through Borderlands pre-sequel on the PS4, you know, using the Handsome Jack collection, I loved it. I loved the whole feel of it. You're in space and stuff. I just felt like, you know, some of the locations and that were better. I felt like you got better, like, weapons, which is quite surprising, and the laser guns for me just nailed it, basically. I absolutely loved using the laser weapons, you know, in space. They were so bloody epic to use. and the final boss in that was really cool as well. So in my opinion guys, Borderlands, the pre-sequel, is my favourite Borderlands game. I know I've played it on the PS4 using the Handsome Jack collection, which I've now sold. But obviously it's originally a PS3 or Xbox 360 game, so I'm going to put it on this list as being a PS3 game. So I'm going with Borderlands the pre-sequel to be my favourite Borderlands game, and of course on the PS3. Next game is Dead Island Riptide. Probably a lot of people prefer the original, but I don't know why. For me, this game was easily, I would say, the better Dead Island game. This game was bloody fantastic. I was really addicted to this. I think I completed it in like 2 or 3 days, which for me is, it's quite rare. It usually takes me over a week to complete a game, but yeah, I completed it in like 3 days or something. I just couldn't put the game down. The game was sort of really fun, addictive, and enjoyable as hell. It was everything that I wanted, to be stranded on like some island with like zombies all over the blooming place. Crafting your weapons was fun. You could craft weapons in the first game, but for me I think it was better in this. You could like electrocute weapons and stuff, and you could add all these different like effects and that by like crafting weapons. It's a hell of a lot of fun, guys, and it's easily a game that's going to be in my top 10. It's definitely a game I'm going to play through sometime in the future again, because this game was brilliant. I loved it. When you first play it, it feels a bit off balance, I suppose you could say, but once you get used to it, it's fine. It just takes maybe an hour or two to get used to, but yeah, great game. So next game, guys, is a game that I was expecting to like, but it went beyond liking it. I loved it. Red Dead Redemption. Why has this game not got a remake for PS4? Why are they remaking and remastering games like Dishonored? Even though Dishonored's supposed to be a good game, but this game, come on, this game needs a remastering or a sequel. This game was tremendous. It's the kind of character, John Marston, great character, really likeable character. And, it's kind of like Grand Theft Auto, but in, the Wild Wild West. You can like ride horses, you could like hunt animals like bears and things, which are bloody creepy as anything, the bears. And you can even like sell the fur and like skin that you get from killing animals. You can either sell it or you can basically use it to upgrade your equipment. And obviously like riding horses and that, it's a hell of a lot of fun, guys. It was just fun just to explore the world of Red Dead Redemption. It was just absolutely fantastic. I really hope to make another game like this. Personally, I'd rather see a Red Dead Redemption 2 than a Grand Theft Auto 6, but that's just my opinion. I know Grand Theft Auto's really popular as well. It was just a great game, guys. If you like, Grand Theft Auto kind of games, and you like the sound of, riding horses and like the Wild Wild West, I would highly recommend this game. Not just for the gameplay, but the story as well. The story is really gripping, great characters, and yeah, Red Dead Redemption's just tremendous. And we go on to the last one. What could be missing, guys? You may ask. It's not Resident Evil. It's a game that I might consider my second favourite game on PS3. Maybe. This game was brilliant. He's one of my favourite in the series. Far Cry 3. How could I not put this in my top 10? You have got Vaas. He is like one of the greatest bad guys ever. He's a flippin' psycho, he's a flippin' lunatic, but it's a great and really enjoyable character. And the whole world of like Far Cry 3 was just absolutely beautiful. And again, why has this game not got a remaster? I mean, I absolutely love Far Cry 4 as well. Like, Pagan Men, I thought it was quite a good baddie, but in my opinion, nothing compared to Vaas. Vaas is just the complete bad guy, in my opinion. He's got everything that makes a great bad guy. But not only that, guys, you've got a good story, you've got a great location, great gameplay. You're obviously frightened to go in the water as well because of sharks and crocodiles and that. Just an absolutely fantastic game, guys. A great game. It's Far Cry 3. If they make a Far Cry 5, they need to make it like this. They really do. Like I said, nothing wrong with 4. I think 4 was brilliant. But for me, Far Cry 3, there was just something about it that for me is pretty much almost the perfect game. That's why it's probably my second favourite game on PS3. is Far Cry 3. Great game, guys. Love it to pieces. Alright guys, welcome to the continuation of my top 10 PS3 games. Just like the PS2 top 10, I'm totally missed the game out. The reason being is because I don't actually have a physical copy of the game. Never had a physical copy of the game, but 1 month I got it free on PlayStation Plus, and it is Tomb Raider. Tomb Raider 2013, I suppose you could say. Or it's just Tomb Raider, so, you know. But yeah, I absolutely love Tomb Raider. Tomb Raider for me, it was just an absolutely fantastic game. Easily my favourite Tomb Raider game of all time. The thing I liked about it, unlike, you know, like the PS1 games for instance, is you pretty much knew what you were doing. You know, I mean, there's a few like little puzzles, but nothing compared to like the PS1 Tomb Raiders where you'd get lost so easily. That is why this is one of my favourite in the Tomb Raider series, and I'm putting it in my top 10. Because it's a hell of a lot of fun. The way the game looked absolutely stunning. And you know how you like using like your bow and arrow and stuff. You know, it's just a lot of fun to do. I mean, tons and tons of exploration. You've got quite a big world. You can like go into tombs and find like secret like relics and things if you wanted. You didn't have to do it, but it was just so much exploration stuff you could do. And of course, Lara Croft herself. I also love this because this is basically how Tomb Raider, or Lara Croft, basically started her adventures. She even says at the beginning, "I hate tombs," but obviously it turns into the Tomb Raider, and yeah, it shows you how she like turned into, you know, a young girl into basically a badass, like what she is now. You know, she like when she killed somebody for the first time in the game, she was, you know, she didn't really want to do it. You know, she felt weird. But obviously as the game goes on, she progresses as a character, and yeah, it's like I say, it's turned into a badass. Great characters, great storytelling, great gameplay. So for me, Tomb Raider 2013 has got to be in my top 10. So I'm going to have to go back and edit this video to take out one of my games I had in my top 10, you know, originally. Which is not going to be easy to do. But you guys won't have a clue what game it is because you won't see that bit of footage because I'll edit it out. But anyway guys, yeah guys, that's it for this video. Let me know what your top 10 games are, or what are your favourite games for the PS3. And yeah guys, I will catch you all in the next video. See you guys. Thanks for watching.